Today's video is going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to share something about my life situation and work and financial situation, as it just feels kind of relevant right now. I don't know why, but yeah, just going to share that. So basically, I'll start from where I start at the start, at the beginning. So I about 15 more than 15 years ago, I learned graphic design, and I worked in a little company um, for 10 years. It was a 9 to 5 job, and it was great at the beginning, of course. It was something that I really love doing, and because it has something to do with beauty and um, just seeing the essence of something and then giving it a form. So I really love doing that. I still do, but not in the same proportion than I did earlier. So after some time, as I said, 15 years, 10 years, sorry. After 10 years, I just felt like completely trapped, like a wolf in a cage. I couldn't stand to be in that house the whole time and not being able to go out when I want to. And yeah, at this time I also followed a teacher, and his main teaching was feel your feelings. And if you're willing to feel your feelings, you are free, because you can do anything you want if you're willing to feel your feelings. And so he inspired me at this time to actually quit my job without knowing what the hell to do the next step, without having any plan. And it took me 2 years to to find the courage to do it. So, but I did it, and yeah, just a few months later, the same teacher came towards me and asked me if I want to help him with his new book and probably more graphic design. And I was super excited about that. And it was a very unconventional type of um, work situation. It wasn't official in any way, so yeah, but it was great. He gave me a lot of money, actually, and I had free time, a lot of free time. I could work when I wanted to. I could go out when I wanted to, and it was it was really great. Uh, it seemed to be like perfect. And then things changed, and I changed, and I actually wasn't excited about graphic design as much anymore. And I felt that he also had more expectations and wanted more from me. And it was, of course, he gave me a lot of money. So at this, also, I felt like I had to give more, and I didn't want to give more. And so I found myself in this internal pressure and didn't know how to go about that. And well, long story short, um, when I quit that too, it was last year in September, and um, yeah, I basically said to him that I need to learn to trust myself over anyone else. And yeah, so I quit that, and I'm still working like 20 hours in a crystal shop in a little, how is that called, mall, a little mall in my town where I live. And I actually enjoy that. It's 20 hours. It's 2 days per week, sometimes 3 days, depends, or just one day. And yeah, I mean, it's also about beauty. There's a lot of beauty in this shop, in this, and with the crystals. And I also like to have those conversations with customers and like just inspiring them to follow their intuitions, always a nice thing. And yeah, so the thing is that 20 hours, that a 20 hours job, of course, it's way less money. And at the moment, it actually is like that I can pay my rent for the apartment where I'm living. It's also a small apartment, but it's cute, and I'm living there since 9 years now. And I also feel that it's time to, I don't know, just something new. But yeah, so I can pay the rent and like the other fixed costs that I have for the car, for internet, and all those things. So I can pay that, but practically I don't have money, any more money to buy food and to enjoy, to do anything for just for the enjoyment. And it kind of worked out until now. I don't think that it's not going to work out anymore, but it's like how I just give me a little bit of time. I need to find the right angle. So yeah, so theoretically I don't have enough money to buy food, and I also don't want to work longer in the shop or more. I actually I don't want to do more of anything that I don't really want to do. I don't want to force myself to do things that I don't want to do, and that feel it's like when I'm doing graphics right now. Sometimes when I do something and create something and I actually don't feel like it, after like half an hour I immediately feel like my whole body contracts and I feel like my heart starts to hurt, and that's the point where I just know that I can't do that. I have to stop it. I have to stop it. So I can't force myself to do anything anymore. And yeah. So the next thing is that the rent went up actually this year, so it got higher. But I have an agreement that I'm paying the same rent for this coming year, and then it's going to go up. But it's already clear that something has to change, and I want that something is changing, and I feel that something is changing. But it's just the mind that just can't figure it out. There's no way to figure it out for the mind. Absolutely not. It's so. However, I try to think about it. In which way I try to think, like just going somewhere else, selling my stuff. That's the next thing. I wanna sell more of my stuff, and I'm already doing it. I try to do it because people just don't want to buy anything. It's weird. And sometimes I think maybe I have to give it all for free. Who knows? Gosh, this is, you see, it gets complicated. The mind makes it all really complicated. So, what now? That's the thing. What now? I don't know. I just don't know. I just impossible for me to figure it out. And sometimes then, the last 2 days, especially, have my period, and then I'm also more sensitive to my emotions, and there's been a lot of anxiety, just for the fact that I don't fucking know what's going to happen next, and yeah, also I fear of not being supported. So also from my friends or family, I mean, they do understand me in some way, but they can't understand what I'm going through. I don't think so. So there's also fear of not being supported, and yeah, so when those last 2 days, I just noticed how the mind tries to fix the problems, and it's just impossible for the mind to fix these problems. So I noticed that there is one voice that says, "Oh, just feel your feelings, feel the anxiety, feel it, and then it will go away somehow." And the other voice says, "No, change your thoughts, change your perspective. Um, you are supported. Just find another thought that feels better." And both of those ways just don't work. Really, they don't work. It's at least not for me at this point. So the only thing that really helped, was to take a deep breath, close my eyes, place a hand on my heart, and just have compassion for myself. Just have compassion for this part of myself that feels afraid, that feels anxiety, that tries to figure it out, that having compassion for the mind, it's just a masculine attempt to fix a problem. And it's not wrong. It's just when there's this resistance and trying to get rid of those feelings, that it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So just having compassion for myself. And then what actually happened was then that there was an insight, like, where this fear of not being supported comes from. And I saw myself as a child. Parents withdraw their love and acceptance because I seemingly, in their eyes, did something wrong. So they needed to teach me something, and I felt unloved and not supported anymore. And then there was just more compassion. There was just more compassion for that part of myself. And then when I tuned back into the thoughts of I am supported or I am not supported, there was no charge around it anymore. It was gone. It doesn't matter. If I'm supported, then thank you. If I'm not supported, it's also okay, because I've already supported myself. So the only thing that I know right now is that I want to get lighter inside, not taking it so serious, and also getting lighter in materialistic things. I just really don't need all that stuff. I really don't. It feels heavy. It feels like even bonding. So getting lighter and just opening up to new perspectives and new point of view. So I just hopped into my car and just drove for not even 15 minutes from my town, just in in any direction. And I never was here. Like I went for 10 minutes. I drove 10 minutes, and I've never been there. It's like, and I wonder why I never did that before. Why I always stayed in the same places. So I'm in a little tiny village, and just walked around here a little bit in the forest, and now I found this sweet little spot surrounded. Oh, it's so beautiful. I like to show you that. So here's the forest where I came from, and then yips. This is like 15 minutes away from my home. It's so sweet. Yeah, just opening up a little bit for something new, for new energies to feel, to tune into, getting lighter, opening up for new possibilities that the mind can't see. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything of value for you here, but who knows? Anyway, thanks you for listening if you listened so far. Oh, something else I also wanted to share, because it's like, so I just realized that again. Like, as I said, I don't want to force myself to do anything that I don't want to do. And I'm just not uh like any kind of a business girl. Like, whenever I watch YouTube videos from women that just like are so, they have their own, like, I don't know, things going on, and retreats and whatever, and um, then constantly announcing what they're doing, and it's like I couldn't do that. It's just not my. It feels so forceful. It feels like I don't know. It just feels doesn't feel true to me. And I also don't enjoy listening to things like that. So that's another thing. What the mind doesn't understand, because when you're wanting to earn money because you're doing and giving something to others, or offering something to others, then you have to do an advertisement, and you have to go outside and do this and do that, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do that. It's just not my way. That's a post that I saw a few days ago, or a week. Hold on, I don't know. Someone just said that when you're on a way, when you're seeing the way in front of you, when you're seeing a path in front of you, then you know it's not your path. If you don't see a path in front of you, then you know that it's your path, because no one else has ever gone it before. That's how it feels right now. I don't see a fucking path. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And it's really like my heart is calling me. It's calling me to go inside and to trust it, to trust my heart's lead. And whenever I feel that anxiety or that fear or any fear that comes up, just feel the compassion for myself, and really also give me the time and to really slow down even more. Come home, come home into my heart, and follow its lead, whatever that looks like. And I mean, this looks amazing. Okay, so now I'm good. Thank you for listening. Was it a little bit longer today?